R2 the motherfucking dog.
Black ass dude, what's up, man? Red dog, I love you, love.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2. We back again for another episode today. And man, I racked my brain about this today. What I was gonna talk about. And yeah, so this is a situation, man. We're gonna rewind a little bit, back to about 2008. Oklahoma City, summertime, real sticky, real funky, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, before I get into the story, I want to ask everybody, man, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you a dime, man, to support, a young general, on a mission. So, man, yeah, man, please go down there and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Um, and make sure y'all post comments in the comment section. If you got any questions or anything that you might want me to touch on, time period, Oklahoma City, or anything like that. So, yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, and mess with your boy. So yeah, man, 2008, Oklahoma City, summertime, it's full swing. I'm fresh out of high school. Banged out, or whatever, and I'm leaving Big Dog's crib. I'm on foot at this time. I'm right there off of Hefner and Western. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who know the city, that's the north side. That's my side of town. That's where I reside. I'm all over that side of town now. Let me get at y'all with some of the geographics, of Oklahoma City and what we consider the north side. You know what I'm saying? Hefner and Western, that's an intersection of the north side. Britain, Wilshire, Britain and Western. The north side is basically from Wilshire to, I would say to about, from Wilshire to maybe Memorial. You know what I'm saying? That's where the freeway cut off. And from May to the hood, you know what I mean? All the way back to Broadway Extension, you know what I'm saying? Broadway Park is right on the edge, of the north. We right there in the heart of the north, right there off Hefner and Broadway Extension, you know what I'm saying? Go to the right, boom, you run right into the set, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm on Hefner and Western now. A big beef in Oklahoma City, on the north side, man. If you from the city, you done probably heard about this beef. You know what I'm saying? It's basically we call it the north side versus, Westville beef. You know what I'm saying? And around 2008, man, this beef is real heavy. It's real active. You know what I'm saying? So but at the end of the day, we all grew up together. We all know each other. You know what I'm saying? Western Village is just another section on the north side. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day when I was coming up, when I was a kid, man, that's always been known to me as the Skyline Piru hood. You know what I'm saying? Western Village, man, was full of Skyline Pirus, man. When I was growing up, coming up, as a kid, my uncle. Uh, my uncle, was from Skyline, you know what I'm saying? So, that whole area, was just full of Bloods back in the day, the whole north side. It had a few Hoover cats and all that back in the day, but, primarily the north side, it's always been Bloods, you know what I'm saying? And Western Village, in my day and age, came about to be basically like a gang. You know what I'm saying? Them cats over there was like a gang. They grew up together. They rode together. They fought together. All that. You know what I'm saying? So and they don't particularly get along, with the North Highlands, basically the Bloods, from the other side of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? Basically Britain, Britain is basically what separates, they kind of they kind of more tend to stay on that side of Britain, and the homies tend to stay on this side of Britain, but it's the north side though, you know what I'm saying? It's all one side of town, and shit, everybody know everybody, you know what I mean? So now I'm from Broadway Park, you know what I mean? But I'm a whoop, you know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that is I'm from Broadway Park, Gangsta Bloods, you know what I'm saying? So, we don't typically we just a blood set that's on the north side, you know what I'm saying? And Western Village end up turning into a gang, you know what I mean? So, they not a part of Broadway Park, they their own, basically gang, you know what I'm saying? So they particularly don't fuck, don't mess with the North Highlands and the Bloods on that side of town, you know what I'm saying? But we all know each other, but from a tripping aspect, they tripping with the Bloods in the area, you know what I'm saying? So I'm leaving Big Dog crib, man. He stay over in Western Village. He stayed on about 106. So I'm on about 106, and I'm leaving his crib, but I'm on foot, I'm walking, you know what I'm saying? So I hit Hefner, I get to Hefner, I'm walking, and it's a barber shop, what used to be called Jazzy's Barbershop that sit right there on Hefner and Western in the little, in the little community center or whatever, the shopping center or whatever, So I'm kind of walking by there. I'm headed, back towards North Highlands, you know what I'm saying, back towards the other side of the tracks, but I got a ways to go, you know what I'm saying? But, I consider this whole side of town, my stomping ground. You know what I mean? I go wherever, I'm everywhere, you know what I mean? I used to have a couple dope spots, over there in the Ville. I used to have the homie mama stayed over there, and there was anybody know J Dog and his mama, that's where the Bloods was at, you know what I mean? His house was full of Bloods back in the day, me, myself, a whole bunch of my homeboys, his mama just didn't, she rather her kids hang out, if they gonna hang out, be at home, so that was the kicking spot on the north for the Bloods, one of them, one of many, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, the homie used to have the weed pumping and all that. It was just a known spot on the north. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm walking and I passed the barbershop. So I end up bumping into some, cats from Westville, that, I grew up with or whatever. We ain't never did no tripping or none of that. These are some guys that, I'm cordial with. What's up? What's happening? So I'm walking and they see me, they like, Red Dog, what's up? What you got going on? They might have called me by my real name. This is how much I know these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, what's up? Whatever, but I'm on a mob though. You know what I'm saying? But unknowns to me, they didn't put a phone call in on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm flamed up. I'm by myself. And I'm walking. You know what I'm saying? Um, So I'm at Jazzy's, I'm pushing past, say what's up, what's happening, whatever. So they must have jumped right on the phone and called, reinforcements, you know what I'm saying? Because by the time I make it to the next little hood store, which is called Prime Foods at the time, by the time I make it to Prime Foods, I'm on Western now. I was on Hefner, now I done made it to Western, and I'm headed towards North Highlands, you know what I'm saying? I push up in the the little hood store real quick to grab some water. It's summertime, you know what I mean? It's probably June, July. It's hot as hell, you know what I mean? I'm flamed up, you know what I'm saying? A young, skinny, 6'2", black as he mother scooter, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see how black I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm black as his hat, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so I get in the store to get some water, and now, this is why I say I know these dudes, must have called reinforcements. You know what I'm saying? And let me state for the record, it was never a problem between me, myself personally, in this group of people, or neighborhood, or gang, or whatever, clique, whatever you call it, known as Westville. It was never an issue, a direct issue with me and these guys until this point. You know what I'm saying? So uh yeah, so I'm in the store getting some water. So I go back there, open the door to get some water. So the door to the store opens up. Ding, I'd have made it to the register. I'm about to pay. I think I was trying to call my homeboy anyway. I was asking the as I'm paying for my water, I'm asking the dude behind the counter, hey, let me use your phone real quick so I can call the homie, little man, to come grab me real quick. He always in the area. It's the north side, so he can't be too far away. He got a dope house this way. One of his females' house stay this way. So I know my brother gonna be in the area. This my right hand man at the time. He a little older than me, older homie, Adamu out of Tulsa, but he ended up coming to the city and getting real familiar with the north side, and we became like that, So I'm on the phone trying to call him, and the store door opened up because I really ain't trying to walk all the way to North Highlands, but I'm already in mid stride. But I stopped at the store, quick pit stop, grabbed me something to drink. I'm kind of thirsty or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to call Lil Man, and as the door's opening up, I kind of out of my peripheral, it's like eight niggas at the door. You hear me? It's like eight niggas at the door. I bull crap you not. So in my mind, I'm already knowing what time it is. You dig what I'm saying? So and one of the dudes, the first dude to say something, and you'll never believe what he said. He said he called me by my real name for one, and for two, he said, "Hey yo, Dylan, what you doing? Calling the police or something?" Man, that spent me. That spent me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at nigga, here, Mr. Man, take your phone. Thank you. So I turn around like, what? Like, man, y'all ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So one of his, I could tell the dude that said the next, little statement, I could tell he was a little older because I didn't really recognize him, but I recognized a few of these faces because, like I said, we grew up in the neighborhood together. I grew up with these cats. You know what I'm saying? It was a time I remember when my mama used to let me walk across Waverly to play ball. I kept a ball in my hand, for a long period of time in my life, and I can remember a time where I used to shoot hoops with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, we high school, out of high school, about that time we banging, whatever, you know what I mean? But they choose today to pick a problem with me, you know what I'm saying? Off of the strength of what my homies in North Highlands is doing to them, on these little sideline events or whatever. They didn't had a bad taste in their mouth as far as the blood. So now they feel like they fit to try to pick on me. But so boom, he like, you calling the police? I'm like, man, take this phone. Nigga, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And the older dude, he tells one of his, younger constituents, which ended up being the guy that acted like he wanted a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nobody's name or none of that, because if you know, you know what I'm saying? And the whole North know about this story, you know what I'm saying? Because I was bumping into people and they was telling me how it went before I even, brought it up, you know what I'm saying? Or what they had heard and this, and the third, because this was the kind of talk of the North for a little bit, you know what I mean? Because this was a little episode. So it's broad daylight, man. So now picture this: it's about eight dudes at the entrance of the store, so I can't go nowhere. I'm standing by the register. You got the candy and all this stuff, to this side and all that. So he like, hey, is you calling the police or whatever he said? Reference towards the police. Spent me slapping the phone down. Don't want to deal with the phone. Take your phone back. Now what's happening? You know what I'm saying? So the older dude tells the young, dude about my age, my height, that's acting like he want a problem with me, like he got a real issue with me. Now, me and this dude, we go to school together. He ain't never, approached me with no issues, said he had a problem with me or none of that. You know what I'm saying? When it's mano y mano. So now he got his homeboys with him. He acting real animated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm itching for it. You know what I mean? Because it's pissing me off that they displaying this this BS. Middle of the day, I'm hot, I'm irritated, and now I got to deal with 8 dudes, trying to press me about who I am and where I'm from, and so I done already made the decision in my mind that it's go time. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna we gonna stay calm, but it's go time. You know what I'm saying? So the dude tell the young dude that, me and him, we finna get this, he tell him like, no, cuz, don't steal on him. Don't steal on him. Let's go outside. So in my mind, I'm like, what? Don't steal on him. So another one of them was like, hey, come on out here and get this fade. Oh, gladly. You know what I'm saying? So we step outside. They already by the door. So it's about 8 or 9 of them. And they got their older homie with them. So they juiced up. Oh, they juiced up. They thought they had one. Y'all. They juiced up. So we get outside. Well, they get outside. I'm the last one to come out the door. So about as soon as I step over the, threshold of the door, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I step over the threshold of the door, the one that was talking and letting the older dude juice him up, he was the first one I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I blazed him. Pop, pop, pop. Man, I hit him with some thunder. I hit him with some lightning, and I hit him with some thunder. Pop, pop, pop. So after the first pop, pop, after the first 2, he go to, ducking and putting his hands up like this. And his homeboys is like, oh, cuz, get that Negro. So they trying to swing at me. I can vividly remember, looking at a punch like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? But this is from a whole nother dude that I ain't even serving. You know what I'm saying? He swinging at me. I'd have missed that. I'm still trying to hit his homeboy. Pop, pop, pop. He folded up like this. It's obvious that he don't want to throw them things. You hear me, y'all? It's obvious that, he's not living up to these dudes, perception of him. You know what I'm saying? But and in my mind, I'm already knowing this, because if it was a real issue, you would have told me at school, 3 o'clock, buddy, me and you. You know what I'm saying? And we would have already had our dance. You dig what I'm saying? So now, once I noticed that I'm dodging punches from him, still trying to sock him, and it's a few still spectating, it's a few looking like they hungry, like a chihuahua, looking at some, looking at that puppy child when you pouring it in that bowl. I'm talking about that soft stuff. With them chihuahuas, when you feed them chihuahuas, they get real aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They looking at me like that, like they ready to get some. So the first little opportunity I seen, now, mind you, we in the broad daylight at the grocery store, busy street. We on a busy street. The cars is coming. So I'm sticking and moving. Pop, pop. I'm just focused on this dude that's in front of me. This dude that was talking that yin yang. I'm embarrassing him in front of his homies. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious that he don't want no smoke. So now they trying to, throw their little punches in or whatever. They ain't even touch me. You know what I'm saying? So I dodged a couple from them. I seen an opening, and I got on. I ain't no fool. Y'all ain't finna jump me, beat me up out here, or kill me. Worst case, scenario. Nah, not today. So I shoot straight across the street. I go across the street to the apartments, North Village. Anybody know the area? I'm in North Village right now. So boom, I hit the busy street. I'm through the apartments, hop the back gate. I'm in the homegirl backyard, grew up with her sister, know her whole family. Boom, I hit a block or 2. I come out on Military. Now I'm going back to Big Dog's. You know what I'm saying? I get to his house. Big Dog. Now, anybody that know me personally know who Big Dog is. Big Red Dog, rest in peace. Love you to death. My step pops married my mom when I was young. You know what I mean? Big homie, you know what I mean? Laced my shoes up about this gangster stuff, this life, you know what I mean? He was shot in 97. He was paraplegic. He was in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? One of the most prolific, one of the most players, cleanest, straightforward, a real walking proof, of, if you're gonna do it to the fullest, you know what I'm talking about? And yeah, he lived that, he deserved that, and he was that, and he was like a North Side legend, He is a legend on the North, and all of these same dudes that I'm tripping with, or now they tripping with me, well, I'm tripping with them now, but they started it, you know what I'm saying? So now this little, beef that we got going on, he mess with these dudes. They mess with him. They salute him when he ride his wheelchair through the hood and through the section. Everybody, what's up, OG? What's up, big homie? Woo, 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 woo. And so he the one, I'm the two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at his door. Boom, 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 boom. But his girl ain't opening the door, for whatever reason. So, and he can't walk, he can't get up and open the door himself. So I hit another corner. I just so happened one of my other older homies, Smiley, he stayed on the next block over, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get the cannon, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for that thing because it's 8 dudes. And as I got across the street, they hopped in they Chevy Caprice photo, they hopped in this Chevy, this cream color Chevy, yellowish cream color Chevy, and they get back through the neighborhood like they looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I done peeked between a couple houses and I done seen them skirting through like they looking for me, but they better not let me get my hands on no strap. I'm fist to go yay. But so, and by the grace of God, man, Smiley ended up not being home, not being able to answer the door. So I end up having to, make my way back to the 101, back to 101st and Military, where, where my allies is at, where the homies is at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get back to the spot. I get back to J-Dogs. I let the homies know what's going on. So I get on the phone, call a couple of my, what I think is my day one soldiers. You know what I'm saying? I hit a couple of my partners, which I thought was my day one soldiers. I'm like, look, man, such and such just happened. Hey, I got woo woo woo. Meet me over here so we can go and get right back. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't already embarrassed this fool in front of his whole partners, his whole crew. Excuse me. But see, the thing is, I was so spent that they even tried to try me like that. You know what I'm saying? I was so appalled that it had came to this due to y'all getting into it with the other bloods around this, around the neighborhood, around the section or whatever, because, man, listen, I ain't never been a pick side type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So when that beef kicked off between North Highlands and Westville, I tried my best to stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? I tried my best to stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? But, my hand was forced. They forced my hand. They tried me at the stove, broad daylight, and they might have thought that they had one, but man, hey, listen, your partner ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Your partner ain't going. And I ain't never been just no super tough, super, I'll do this, I'll do that, blase. I ain't been that dude, man. I always been a cool dude. I always been a player. I always been a basketball hoop star, you know what I mean? Take you to the rack real quick, you know what I'm saying? Back you down, real, I had heart though, you know what I'm saying? It just takes certain situations, man, for you to rise to the occasions, because in these kind of situations, you're gonna either rise to the occasion or you're gonna fold up, you know what I'm saying? And you don't wanna do the latter, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I put them paws on this fool, man, and had to get up out of there. Ain't gonna lie about that. And people may say, man, you a punk for running, you a punk for running. Man, I did not. We already out here 2-3 minutes squabbling. You know what I'm saying? I did my initial stuff, what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't supposed to put feet on me and try to jump me. And now that I'm serving this food, y'all act like it's gonna be a fade. But when I get outside, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else push me. I kind of bounce up off the glass and start serving him. The first dude I seen serving him, pop, 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 pop. which just so happened to be the dude that was trying to be animated about the situation and act like he really wanted to do me something. You know what I'm saying? When we really go to school together, and you could have easily walked up to me and said, "Hey, Red Dog, I need to holler at you. I feel some kind of way, and I want to get I want to get down." You know what I'm saying? And we could have did that, like gentlemen, and still been cool. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all tried to jump me at the stove. How I'm feeling at the time? Fuck all you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling at the time. You know what I'm saying? And from that day forward, my antennas was up on these dudes, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna stop being over there, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, this my side of town, you know what I mean? Born and raised, you could never take that from me. Born and raised, this is my side of town, and I'm a young, active, whoop, at the time. So, you can't tell me nothing about these north side streets, man, and about this whooping, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm all over it, you know what I mean? So I kind of felt disrespected that they even tried that, at the store like that, broad day like that, when I'm so accessible, and y'all could have just really pulled around the corner to the homie's house when y'all know where we be. Because for one, this is Skyline Paru hood. Y'all inherited this hood, by default. You know what I'm saying? Because the skylines just kind of thinned out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? OG Ladon, man, he ended up passing away. Rest in peace to the homie. You know what I mean? Keno, Miracle, all them dudes, man, they just kind of got older, and people start going on different walks of life, and the neighborhood just so happened to change. In the people my age, 35 and 36, we was coming up in that era. So, I took the route of my step pops. I'm whooping, you know what I'm saying? No questions about it. You know what I'm saying? Broadway was gonna be the hood regardless, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, yeah, that was just, a bunch of senseless beef, if you ask me, because, back in my middle school days and all that, North Highlands, what's known as North Highlands now, and what's known as Westville now, these same dudes that's been tripping with each other, we went to school together, we was all cool at one point. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tried my best to stay up out of that. But, they dragged me into it. You know what I'm saying? And, now you got a problem to deal with. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, man, another day, another story. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch y'all, and we're gonna keep going up. And again, I want to ask y'all, man, if you haven't, please go like, share, subscribe. Make sure you comment your thoughts in the comments. If you want to hear me talk about something, or if you got a question about something, man, just hit me in the comments, man. Speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I take constructive criticism, all that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow. We're trying to be better every day. We're trying to do something positive. We're trying to show people that, the streets ain't the only option. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the initiative to getting this going myself first, being one of the ones to, kick the door down, open the door to show people that, doing this and, giving your testimony, telling your story, can, stop the youth from going down that path, regardless of what y'all hear me say on here. Y'all hear these stories, I'm currently, rehabilitating, been out the penitentiary for 4 years. We're not going backwards. We're not living that life no more. Not out here in the streets banging or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep the kids from going down that road. So, man, if the kids see this, gang banging, the penitentiary, all that stuff, man, stay away from it, man. Listen to your mama, because your mama ain't gonna never tell you nothing wrong. Or listen to your elders, your parents, the people who was here before you, and they're gonna lace your shoes up, they're gonna give you the game. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I appreciate all y'all. I got some more crazy stories coming. You know what I'm saying? I got some more wild stuff coming, some more penitentiary stuff. Just I spent 10 years of my life in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Between two prison sentences. So man, you wouldn't even believe half the stories I got to tell y'all, man. But it's always love. even more respect, you know what I'm saying? And I just thank y'all for listening, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. And, we're going to keep it moving and we're going to stay positive and we're going to keep it 100. And, we're going to keep it authentic, real 100, 297%, no fake in it. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? North, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out. Peace. R2 the motherfucking dog.